So, verse 8. So Abimelek rose early in the morning, called all his servants, and told all these things in their hearing, and the men were very much afraid. They're probably like, get rid of her, get rid of her. We don't want to die.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I just realized something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. The Bible uses several tricks to connect passages and ideas that are separated by time and space. And here's another one. What does it say? So Abimelek rose early in the morning. In verse 27 of 19, it says, and Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. When God commands circumcision as a sign of the covenant, chapter 17, in 11 he says, and you shall be circumcised in the flesh of your foreskins, and it shall be a sign of a covenant between me and you, and he who is 8 days old shall be circumcised, so on and so forth. And then it doesn't say the exact same word, but the urgency is evident in verse 23. So Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all who were born in his house, and all who were bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskins that very same day, as God had said to him. And later on, we're going to see Abraham get up early again a few times. It says he rose early, and it's connecting these passages to one another, and it's setting up a comparison between Abimelech, not only between him and the Pharaoh, but between him and Abraham, where Abraham is more like the Pharaoh now, acting in bad faith, acting in not such a ideal way, not obeying the Lord necessarily, not trusting the Lord to protect them. But Abimelech is acting more like Abraham, rising up early to take care of business, to obey God's command as soon as possible. And I feel like I definitely, but probably most everybody, fluctuate between these two polars, between Abimelech and Abraham. Sometimes we rise up early to get about the Lord's business, and sometimes we are the business that has to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
And just that struck me when as you were reading. So sorry.
No, we can interject in here and anywhere. So verse 9, and Abimelech called Abraham and said to him, what have you done to us? How have I offended you that you have brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? You have done deeds to me that ought not to be done. Well, he's giving it to him straight.
Yeah.
Then Abimelech said to Abraham, what did you have in view that you have done this thing? I was a coward. Verse 11. And Abraham said, because I thought, surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will kill me on account of my wife. And even Abraham can see the beauty of his wife is a threat.
Yeah.
How you said that he restored her. Not that I wasn't disagreeing with you. It's just different viewpoint of restoring, but
yeah,
his fear of these two kings and the beauty of his wife must have been just so overwhelming. You had said earlier about her having a glow to her, you know, kind of kind of reminds me of like Moses. You know, he had to cover his face, you know,
Yeah.
because of the beauty coming out of his face that the people, you know, the light that people couldn't handle.
Yeah.
And so now that he's explaining this fear that he had because his wife is so beautiful. He knows it, and he's used both these occasions to try to save his own skin for one thing.
Yeah. Reading this, I was reminded of several passages, right? One is where, again, the Holy Spirit, through Paul, says that he didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of courage and love and self-discipline or self-control. And Abraham is admitting, confessing that he's acting out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Not out of the spirit that the Lord gave him, but out of fear. And it's even more frustrating because just 5 chapters ago, the Lord started with a conversation with Abraham. And his first words is, I am your shield and a great reward. And Abraham didn't trust the shield of Abraham. In Jewish prayers today, even, there's a prayer that includes that concept. Going through, you know, they'll call him out as, you know, they say a blessing God as the shield of Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
But Abraham couldn't do that at the time. Instead, he leaned on his own understanding. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And we're told, lean not on your own understanding. But he does that. And that's what gets him into trouble.